Merhaba YouTube ALSENYAZ Oyun kanalına hoş geldiniz. Ben İsa. Fallout New Vegas serisini kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. İyi seyirler, hoşçakalın. Neymiş bakalım. Bu bir şey istiyordu. Ben puanım yetmiyor diye görev salmıştım, bakalım bunu değiştirmiş mi? Ne istediğini hatırlamıyorum yani. Değiştirmediysen başka görev açarım.
Someone. Bother someone else. I don't want anything to do with you.
Gel.
No, I didn't. Not until now, anyway. Very well, human. You've made your point, and I withdraw my request. Watching me, I can feel it.
Nice work with the Nightkin. I've never seen anyone able to talk their kind out of anything once they had their mind set to it. I got a lot of useful data from the experiment, and am a lot closer to a cure than before. It's occurred to me that this brief test might not yield a cure anytime soon. However, if Lily were to continue to wear the prototype...
Bunu da yetmiyor ki 9'un
I'm close to the cure. I can feel it. Lily's continued help will give me the last bit of data that I need. Permanent damage to her mind is a certainty. Even the cure won't help her. All right. I'll dismantle the prototype to avoid any further incidents with the Nightkin.
Hey there. All bothersome.
Things treating you all right? Well, to be honest with you, I don't really know them two as well as I might. I remember she had an edge about her, like she'd rather be someplace else. This kind of life ain't for everyone, that's for darn sure.
Look who's here. What brings you here? Boom. That's that sniper fella. Works in the dinosaur, right? I only met them but once or twice. They seemed real happy together. I really ought to get to know them better. They're probably nice folk. Nice of you to visit.
What can I do for you? That's not so bad. I'll have you looking as good as new. I mean, what are the chances of me botching another routine procedure in the same day? All right, I'll just get my scalpel here, and, did I leave that sitting outside? Well, you know what? Free tetanus shot.
Careful. Who sent you? I ain't talking. They tried to get me to talk before, but I didn't say nothing. And I don't aim to now, by gum. I give up. Please don't do no harm to me, mister. Leastways not my face. All I got left is my rugged good looks. What do you want to know? I don't trust a man that doesn't have something strange going on about him, because it means he's hiding it from you. If a man's wearing his pants on his head, or if he says his words backwards from time to time, you know it's all laid out there for you. But if he's friendly to strangers and keeps his home spick and span, more often than not he's done something even his own ma couldn't forgive. Because they know I ain't just barking here. What I say has got bite, because it's the truth. Them quack doctors can say what they want about all the rat scorpion stings that done pierced my skull. I know what I seen. Folks will tell you that they seen ghouls up near the rocket factory. Sensationalist hooey, cooked up by superstitious yokels, seeing phantoms of their own imagining. Ghosts. Commie ghosts what don't know they're dead, hoping to steal our rockets so they can fly up and paint the moon pink and draw a Lenin face on it. I seen one of them disappear and reappear before my very eyes. Although, being a scientist, I have to admit I might have just blinked for longer than usual, what with the shock of seeing a commie ghost and so forth. There's been things of a disturbing nature going on at the McBride Corral. Seems every night one of their herd meets a most unnatural death. And always there's holes all over the body. Work of the chupacabra, the livestock vampire, says Nobark. But they don't pay no mind. Too many holes, they say, and there's bullets in them. Well, says Nobark, we got a chupacabra with an automatic weapon. And that's when they get real quiet, because now they see the predicament we're in. I come face to face with the chupacabra himself one night, whilst I was investigating whether this gecko was hiding his treasure from me. He was the meanest, ugliest chupacabra you could imagine. Had 2 heads and fangs down to the ground. Best I could tell anyways, since when he come up to me he was invisible. Had himself a blunderbuss, what would rotate and shoot bullets real fast out of a backpack. Never seen nothing like it. Walked right past me having an argument with somebody. But I only saw one chupacabra, so I guess the other fella had to be invisible too, only more invisible than the other one. Seen it all. Seen shadowy folk come to his room and leave again in the middle of the night. Thought one might have gone in the lobby too for a spell. Could be that person went in to get something. Or used the John, maybe. Mighty interesting either way, you ask me. I thought it was cannibals, come to eat us all for sure. So I kept out of sight. But now I know better. More rat men. Come up from the underneath to steal young women with promises of riches and fancy mud mansions with all the latest designer appliances. They covered our lady folks' long hair for wigs, it said, being either bald or balding themselves. If anyone asks, we never spoke.
I hope you're finding everything to your liking. How should I put it? I guess you could say she was kind of like a cactus flower. Real pretty to look at, but there was just no getting close to her. She never did take to living here. She liked the big lights and fast living of New Vegas. I got the feeling she was trying to get Boone to leave with her, but I guess she got tired of waiting. Nothing that wouldn't be wrong with any man who loses a wife, I suppose. Poor dear. I know he thinks she was kidnapped, but I'm not so sure she didn't just run off on her own. You could tell she was thinking about it ever since they arrived. Watch out for strangers.
Hey!
Kadın ne kadar var? Hala
Hey there.
Holding my breath.
I hope you're finding everything to your liking. Okay, if that's what you think.
biliyor. Yiyemiyorum ya.
How you doing?
That's it then. How did you know? I guess I shouldn't be surprised. It'd be like them to keep paperwork. Here. This is all I can give. I think our dealings are done here. I don't know. I won't be staying, I know that. Don't see much point in anything right now, except hunting legionaries. Maybe I'll wander. Like you. You don't want to do that. Yeah, that might be true. That's reason enough for me to take you up on it, I suppose, but this isn't gonna end well. Fine. Let's get out of here.
Yanında bu varken gelecek mi? Gelmeyecek tabi. Niye ama şey yapmadı? İşte yanında oyunlar var, gelen olmuş değil mi?
I don't know if you know, but since Jeannie May passed, I've been keeping an eye on her properties for her. I think it's time we gave everything back to you, so take this key and make yourself at home at our motel. It'll open the room on the second floor, closest to the lobby. Hope it suits you. Sure thing. Have a look.
Yapabileceğim bir şey yok. Bekleyeceğiz. Bana gelmiyor bak o ya. Senin de ekleyecek bir şey yok. Bir şeyleri mekana bassam mı ya? Çelik kardeşliğim indirebilir miyiz acaba? Bence bir görevleri yapayım, görev az kaldığında mı deneriz? Neymiş? Böyle bakalım. Bir paket görev falan mıdır acaba? Öyleyse de yapalım bir tane paket görev. Bayağıdır yapmadım.
Caravan of two now.
Damn good thing you came.
Something on your mind?
Prim has a new sheriff. That should keep the powder gangers away.
I hear reports of Legion raiding parties all over the place. They can't all be rumors.
Ben gitmem için şu gerideki elemanlarla gitmem gerekiyormuş. Ona nasıl gideceğim hiç fikrim yok. Nasıl salarım böyle ya. Hiç kasmam valla.
Some kind of shootout at one of the casinos on the strip. Some people got killed or something.
If Caesar's dead, why ain't the NCR taking care of regular...
Something on your mind?
folks yet?
Are you here to join?
You hear there was some kind of shootout at one of them casinos on the strip?
Buraya gitmeden önce. Boltu patlatınca elimine geçecek ki. Sadece mağarayı patlatacağım önce. Kayanın üzerindeki bu kristaller yakın yerde rotasyon olduğunu internetinde bazı kristaller yerleştirilince C4 ihmale yoluna ulaşabilir. İşte ya. 50 patlayıcı.
Let's deal.
C4 var, 10 tane var. Dinamit olmaz. Oha 60. Buna 50 istiyor, diğerine 60 istiyor. Allah'cı ben o kadar C4 nereden bulacağım? Patlayıcılar yeteneği istiyor. Yapalım o zaman. Çok iyiydi. Sizlere geçiyorum o zaman.
Let's distribute the weight. Diğer görevlerde de istenen şeyler var. Ben hangisini vereceğim ki bana? Kanalı biri bizi izliyor. Demek ki burada yalnız değiliz.
Have you read the logs on the computers? Fucked up shit.
Have you wiped out those geckos yet? Good. Hey, I got another job for you if you're interested. I want you to head to Red Rock Canyon north of here. Find Papa Khan and ask him if he'd allow the powder gangers to join up. There aren't enough of us here to make a real impact on the NCR, and the Khans probably hate the NCR more than we do. Strength in numbers, they say. So will you talk to Papa Khan on our behalf?
Hayır.
See you around.
Wish I could have been there to see Caesar die. What an asshole.
I've got a lot to do. Make it quick.
Shh. We're hunting shit heads.
Takip edeceğim, anlamadım ki. Adam yok. Stone. Şerefsiz. Sen çalıyorsun ha?
Hello? I've got a lot to do. Make it quick.
Konuşmuyor ki.
I've got a lot to do. Make it... Things... They sent their...
Oh, what are you doing? Look, it's not what you think. I can explain everything if you'll just hear me out. Have you looked around? Have you seen what's going on here? What we're going through? This place is hell. I've seen all my friends butchered by the Legion in front of my very eyes. I can still hear their screams at night. All I wanted was a little escape, so I took some drugs to help me do that. Is that so bad? I never thought about that. But look, I needed this. I needed to escape for just a little while. I needed this. So what happens now? What? Hey, sure. You got a deal. Thanks. I owe you big time.
Bir şey bulamadım.
I've got a lot to do. Make it quick.
Ne konuşuyorsun?
That's too bad. These men really needed those supplies. Thanks for looking into this. I appreciate it even though you didn't find anything.
So, I heard you helped take over Nelson from the Legion. Glad to see someone making a difference around here instead of just complaining. Me? Well, I've been doing this shit for far too long and I've been in too many battles to remember. Still, this has got to be one of the worst situations I've been in. Not too much I can do about it, but do my job and do it right. Not good. If we don't get more supplies, we're gonna have to start using dirt for food and sticks and rocks for weapons. Hey, how'd you like to do something for me? I want you to collect NCR dog tags from our fallen troopers. That way I can keep track of who's gone and how to reallocate our supplies. Maybe, but the situation around here calls for it. You gonna help or not? It's easy. Just bring back any NCR dog tags you find and I'll try to make it worth your while. Nice to see a friendly face around here. We don't get many visitors of your esteem. Something I can do for you? So, the Major has you running errands for him. Well, we're short on personnel as well as supplies, so we'll take all the help we can get. The Major let me send out some troops to gather supplies, but unfortunately they never returned. I'm guessing they ran into some trouble on the way. You can help by finding the troops and assisting them in bringing back any supplies they found. I sent them to Helios 1 to see if they had any supplies they could spare. They gotta be somewhere between here and there. I try searching the main road or checking with the men at Helios 1 to see if they know anything. It's dangerous, but not as bad now that we've taken back Nelson from the Legion. Make it quick. I don't have time to stand around talking all day long. Better now that all those Legion troops and Nelson are dead. The NCR might actually have a chance at kicking their asses after all. Hey, you've been a big help. I wanted to give you something for helping me out. It's not much, but here you go. You're welcome. Enjoy. What do you want to know? Make it quick. I don't have time to stand around talking all day long. I don't have any supplies to spare, but I got caps if you have anything you don't need. Uh-huh.
What is it? Yeah, they were here a while ago. Gave them all I could, which wasn't much. But as many problems as we're having here, I know they've got it worse. I've seen soldiers get assigned there. It's like they got told they were gonna die. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. If you're trying to track them down, we put a GPS marker in the supply crate. You can track it with your Pip-Boy. Good luck. Later.
Buraya doğru gideceğiz. Ben direkt şey yapmayacağım.
Install yapınca. Bunun yerine yeni silah alacağım ya, bunu şey yapmaya gerek yok.
Holding my breath. Hareket ediyorlar. Let's put this in here.
Ki normal yani.
Gonna
If you're looking for supplies, I'll make this easy for you. There aren't any. But something tells me you're not here for that. What do you want? I take it my men were dead. It's a high price to pay, but these supplies will save a few lives here. Thanks for finding these. You should check in with the Major. I want to know about this. Yeah?
I heard you've been helping out Quartermaster Mays. I appreciate it. We need all the help we can get around here. I heard. The extra supplies will help for a short time, but that only solves one of our problems. With all the Legion raids lately, we're running low on troops that can still fight. Some are injured, but even more are dead. I want you to check in with Dr. Richards and see if he needs any help getting our troops back on the front line. I'm glad to see you here. We could definitely use your help. Sorry, I'm not in the habit of letting random civilians dictate my troop deployment schedule. Watch yourself out there. I've got a lot to do. Make it quick. With business booming like it is, and considering I'm the only person with medical experience in the camp, I could perhaps use a hand. Do you have any medical experience? Excellent. As you can see, we have a lot of injured troopers here, and I haven't had time to look at all of them yet. Since you have some medical experience, I'd like you to examine them and see what you can do to treat them.
Bu adam aldığı birçok palayasından dolayı çekiyor gibi yanına uykusuz tedavi öldürülür. Tamam ya, birbiriyle iyi bulacağız. Dikkatlice yaralarını temizleyip kapalı dikiş yapmadan önce antibiyotik uyguladın. Tamam. Bu 50 atmış. Amputasyon. Acayipmiş. Acağı temizledikten sonra biraz daha inceledim ve uzun kutu alamayacağını anladım. Amputasyon dikkatli şekilde başladı. Ameliyat sırasında ilminin kangren olduğunu fark ettim. Li. Fark etti adamın hayatını kurtarmak için vurduğunda ki. Hadi bir eli bir ayağı gitmiş adamın var. Oha bu 75 o kadar yok. Medix ve Super Stipek. Var mı? Super Stipek var, Medix var mı? Medix'im yok. Ha, Medix daha varmış. Ha, cımbız da varmış yalnız. Cımbız. Tamam, cımbız ayarlamam lazım. Cımbızı ben nereden bulacağım? Ha, cımbızım yok. Hastalığın acısını dindirmek için Medix kullandım. Dikkatlice cımbız kullanarak şarapların parçalarını çıkardım. Taşır kan kaybı nedeniyle dolaşım tutmaya başladı. Hasta şoka girdi. Dolaşımını stabilize etmek için hızlıca stipek uyguladı. Hasta zamanı kavramı.
Morning. I've got a lot to do. Make it quick. Excellent job. Where'd you learn to do all that? I don't think I could have done much better myself. Very impressive. As for the men, they'll recover soon and be back on the front lines in no time. Huh, the circle of life. I'll send word to Major Politely about your work here. Once again, you have my sincerest thanks. Hey.
Careful if we go off the road.
Şu zırhlardan ben de yiyebileydim, çok iyi olurdu ya.
Back already? What do you need? Dr. Richard said you did a good job in there. That's mighty high praise coming from him. Well, with that over with, and the Legion forces that Nelson defeated, we finally have some breathing room. Now we can actually try to strengthen our forces along the river and prepare for the upcoming battle at Hoover Dam. I'll be honest, the Legion has me worried here, but I think I can spare some soldiers. Consider your request granted. Watch yourself out there.
Yaptığı yeter sayıda iyi işler sonucu anlayacağım. Taşıma 100 yapacağız.
One of the
ranger vets looked at me and I...
Hey, you're not one of the troopers. Got a second? I have work I need done and nobody here at the camp has the time or inclination to help me out. I have the delightful task of tabulating stockpiles, kill ratios, mission success rates, radiation deaths, and other truly fascinating numbers. I've come across numerous inconsistencies between our numbers and our reports, especially with regards to intercepting hostiles. I'm wondering if our radio security codes have been compromised. I need someone to deliver security code upgrades to each of the ranger stations. The security codes are unique to the radios at each ranger station. They're useless anywhere else. I've been trying to get someone to authorize this update, or at the least get field clearance to leave the camp and do this myself. But nobody takes me seriously. They just think I'm an incompetent desk jockey trying to glamorize the importance of my job. Less than a third of reported enemy sightings are getting intercepted. Either our intel is faulty, or our enemies are one step ahead of us. This holotape contains the updated security codes for the ranger stations. Show it to the comm officers there. Once the new codes are in use, anyone still using the old codes will just hear static if they're listening in on our frequencies. I handle communications for Camp Forlorn Hope, compiling reports I've received from the rangers at Camp Golf as well as the brass at McCarran. Unofficially, I'm also in charge of radio security. No one else seems to take it as seriously as I do. Bye.
I just about surrendered. Morning.
Took some skills to bring down that fiend. You done good. Always a pleasure. Keep yourself safe.
What can I do for you? Carry on.
Bunda el bombası yeteneğim yok benim mesela. Acaba buna mesela el bombası yeteneğim olmadan devam etsem ne olur? Görevi de yapayım, bir bölüm sonra yapalım.
Gonna fix this shit. Time for some get even.
Who are you? How did you find this place?
Büyük olma.
Refugee camp. Is that what they're calling it? Good old NCR. They can whitewash anything. Let me tell you something. That refugee camp, it's built on the blood and tears of my people. Nobody likes to talk about it, but I remember. I know that, but what else can I do? Maybe. Maybe you're right. Maybe 3 years is vengeance enough. Thank you for helping me see that. Here, this will unlock the supply caches we left in caves around these mountains. You might get some use out of them.
Haven't had a decent meal in weeks.
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this time.
Hello.
You're back. Any progress on saving our skins? You did? Who was it? Any information you could give me would be a big help for my reports. Really? Well, this canyon used to be a great Khan stronghold. I suppose that explains why he was able to evade us so easily. I don't know how you did it, but thank you. At this point, I'll take anything you can give me. We need more troops, fresh supplies, and medical relief. Okay, but make it quick. I'm very busy here. Good luck.
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this time.
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this time.
I really appreciate those books. They've already been a huge help. Well, I am better set for supplies now that you helped me out. I guess I can part with some of them.
Teşekkür ederim ya. Yok yok, silah alacağım. Para harcayamam. Orada aslında satsak.
Yeah? What is it? Another satisfied cup? Hey.
Evet, bu da bölüm sonu yapalım arkadaşlar. Videoyu beğendiyseniz beğenmeyi, yorum bırakmayı, abone olmayı unutmayın. Sonraki bölümde görüşürüz. Kendinize iyi bakın, hoşçakalın.